I come here quite often for funerals. Now, I remember my first funeral here was down in the dip, down there. And just as we were coming to the committal, a train went past, a noisy train. But I thought, how terrific. You know, trains are part of the mythology that surrounds funerals. And there was the train with all the people rushing into life, and we were saying goodbye, final farewell to another life. It seemed very appropriate to me. In my memory, the best funerals are rainy funerals. Somehow it's more fitting than a sunny, bright day where everybody's there in their best, standing around trying to be polite. I've been here in this place on 2 occasions when the rain has pelted down and everyone was huddled together under umbrellas, and I couldn't hold an umbrella in my book, and some person, a stranger to me, came and held an umbrella over me. I thought, that's really terrific. It somehow seemed more appropriate. The best rainy funeral I've ever been to is the funeral of my friend Raymond down in Tiaraha, and I had a big umbrella because I knew we were going to be in the open. The rain was pelting and my umbrella failed. It was broken. It was useless. And so I had to carry on without any umbrella at all. And I was soaked, and Pauline, who was taking the service, was soaked. But anyway, the service, a brief service at the graveside, and we're all battling the elements. When I thought the service was over, it wasn't. Now, Raymond was Chinese. The Chinese family had asked for a typical Kiwi funeral. That's what Pauline had delivered. But then they added their extra bit, and we all had to stay for the extra bit, which was the burning of incense, handfuls of incense, and then, to my surprise, in this little fire, which they sheltered with a piece of plastic, went cigarettes. Yes. And then the fire was surrounded by a bottle of whiskey. Not a bottle. Whiskey was poured from the bottle all around this fire of incense. And then play money was put into the fire. And we all had to wait in the pouring rain while this little ceremony went on. And I asked Raymond's son, I said, what was that about? Well, he said, it's for the next life. You know how much Raymond loved to smoke. I do. It took him years to give it up, and he'd given it up 2 years prior. You know how he liked to drink whiskey. Well, we're giving him some for the next life. And it appears to me that they believed that in the next life there was no lung cancer. So all the smokers could start again and don't have to worry about cirrhosis of the liver, because these diseases don't exist in the next world. The inscriptions are interesting. I knew a man who wrote his own inscription. He said it was too important to leave it to his children, so he wrote it out. Now, if I was to write an inscription to go on my grave, what would it be? Well, obviously, wise, kind, benevolent, all of these things. Oh yes, no, I don't want any inscription. For me, words in stone in a place like this will have significance to those who knew the person. But for me, I really don't want any words in stone. I'd be happy to be scattered to the elements. In 1996, my daughter who I loved greatly and with whom I fought daily, died. And I miss her a lot. And recently, I've put her image on my phone so that as I'm going to make a call or searching out some information, there she is, she pops up. And she talks to me. My daughter Michelle was not physically beautiful, but she did have beautiful hands. And you know what? In this year of broken sleep, very often I feel that she's near me, and with her beautiful hands, she's holding my hands. And that's very comforting. I'd like to be a person who can bring comfort long after I'm gone by some memory, some simple memory, not of an exaggerated, wonderful person, but of a person who cares. In this same way, there's a lot said about leaving a legacy often meaning money. But what about if the legacy is memories of a caring person? What about if that legacy is of someone who knows the worst about you and loves you just the same? To me, that's Jesus and my daughter Michelle. And so I'll work on trying to create warm memories, affirmative, non-judgmental memories, which others can store away and bring them to light when I'm gone, and they may be of some help to them. God bless you.